The formula for this film could not be better. You get one of the most famous directors of all time, Steven Spielberg. You make a sci-fi drama about aliens and subtract all action. What more could sci-fi fans want? And this is an incredibly famous and iconic movie. Now the story follows lots of people who are experiencing strange alien activity. It's a woman whose son is going all weird. There's a scientist who suspects alien activity and a man who is obsessed with a particular shape. And it's nice to see that all these things are happening to more than one person instead of just one. To break away from the pack. More films should do that. And another thing I like is the portrayal of the government. How they are the antagonists in this movie. They make all these cover-ups and lies and they believe they're doing the right thing, but Spielberg cleverly portrays it in a way that they're doing the wrong thing. There's also a massive build-up to the climax, a very slow and climatic climb to the end, just waiting for it to happen. And then what I should be saying, which I would like to say, is that the ending's remarkable, spectacular, amazing, fantastic, whoa, we should all love it. No. All the good points end there. The ending, it's crap. That is my one-word description of it. So we're waiting forever at this army base. Nothing happens for 10 or 15 minutes. Then suddenly, boom, there's an alien ship. It hovers there for a bit. Quite a while. Then it plays a song. Over and over again. Then it leaves. Another pause. And then it comes back with his friends. And it flies around a bit, stops, and lands. And we see some generic aliens. That's it. And after seeing that, I just thought, I just watched this entire film to see that. I felt conned. I honestly felt conned by that ending. I stuck with the film, which, by the way, is incredibly boring and meaningless, because I knew this wasn't why it was a classic. I knew that was going to be the ending. But it sucked. Okay? Everyone else to me was wrong. For me, the critics had lied to me. I did not see the point of this film and why it's a classic. Because in places, this film is absolutely poor. Whenever scientists are doing something, any scene with the scientists are meaningless, boring and add nothing to the film. They rarely have any significance. But definitely the worst scene, my least favourite scene, was the scene where the guy from Jaws is eating dinner with his family. Can't go on there. Now, because he's obsessed with this shape, he makes a pile of mashed potato in this shape. Now, that won't make me happy, that'll be nice, just showing that he's obsessed with this shape. But his family start crying, then he does. Now, I don't know about you, but if my dad made a pile of mash, I'll just call him a fat bastard and leave it at that, okay? The fact that they all start crying makes no sense. Okay? He's been telling that he's been obsessing over this shape, but they didn't care. They didn't give a shit about this shape or him. Okay? How comes when he makes it out of potato, they'll start crying? Are the children emotionally unstable around potato? Do they really want to eat it? It's more believable and more likely an answer to them crying because they think he's insane. Because we've seen that they don't give a crap about this shape or aliens. Why is this mountain of mash bothering them so much? Right, speaking of mountains, I hate how we're not supposed to know that's a mountain. It's clearly a mountain. When I first saw the shape, I thought, oh yeah, it's a mountain. But he doesn't even know that. How stupid can you be not to tell that's a mountain? There's a bit where he makes a massive sculpture of it out of mud, the exact same colour as a mountain, with grass and trees. Obviously a mountain. He still doesn't get it. Oh, this film would be so much better if he wasn't such a complete twat. He's so dumb. Okay? It's only when you see this massive structure right next to a television showing the exact same mountain. He goes, "Oh yeah, it's a mountain." You finally got that. After all this bloody time, you didn't tell or see that that is a mountain. What is wrong with you? Why do you have to follow a film about a complete idiot? It's an ingenious form of torture, okay? It's excruciating, okay? And the rest of this film is just unbelievably forgettable, okay? It was only the very visual scenes, which I actually quite liked, you know, when the car's flying stuff. I liked those bits, okay? And it seems so stupid that only the very, very visual bits are the only good bits. Okay, that's what action films are for. The good bits to be the visual bits. And I cannot quote anything from this film. Literally, all the lines just go out of my head. There's only one line I remember. It's when a government dude says that he needs to get everyone out of this place, evacuate them, quarantine it. So he gives this order by saying, I want every Christian soul out of that place. No, that's not a good line. No, just don't say that. It's showing that one, you're completely oblivious to other religions that don't exist, or, even worse, you don't care about any other religions. You know, Hindus, Jews, Muslims, you know, they're fine, but get the Christians out. They're the ones that we need to save, isn't it? Because they're the only ones that matter, aren't they? Yes, of course. The only reason why I haven't forgotten about this film is because it's a classic. Why it's a classic? Can't answer that for my life. I honestly do not know why it's a classic, why so many people love it. It's quite baffling, to be honest. The effects aren't revolutionary. The dialogue's barely evolutionary. Okay? If you know why this film's a classic, please tell me, because I have no idea, and maybe if you tell me why, I may enjoy this film. That's the makings of a film that I can enjoy. Okay, I like strong words used about down-to-earth films, where it's not a race against time, where, you know, it's not the whole of humanity will die if you don't do this, which is usually the case with sci-fi films. I like one where it's just about seeing if aliens exist or not, something as harmless as that, really. I like that. But this film just doesn't achieve what it could have done, and it doesn't execute nearly enough scenes good enough. Some great scenes don't create a great film. So Brief Encounters with the Third Kind gets a 4 out of 10. Honestly, I was just gutted after watching this film. But like I said, if you know why it's a good film, what makes it so good and why it's a classic, please tell me. Okay? It would be quite nice to enjoy this film, because it's my type of film. So on that disappointing note, I'll see you around.